Westwood One Radio Network. The Bills beat the Dolphins 21-14 to win the AFC East and clinch the number 2 seed. Dolphins fall to the 6th seed. They're going to travel to Kansas City. Cowboys dominated the Commanders 38-10. They clinched the NFC East. The Bucks won their 3rd straight NFC South division title by shutting out the Panthers 9-0. They will play host to the Eagles. Philly has lost 5 of their last 6 games after falling to the G-Men 27-10. The Packers sealed the final NFC wildcard spot with a 17-9 win over the Bears. They're going to travel to Dallas. The Jags lost 28-20 to the Titans. By virtue of that loss, the Texans win the AFC South. The Steelers earn a wildcard spot. They will face the Bills, and Rams wideout Puka Nacua set the single-season rookie record for catches and yards. Also, the Falcons on Sunday night announced the firing of head coach Arthur Smith. He went 7-10 in each of his 3 seasons in Atlanta. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
It is a Monday. It is the 8th day of January, 2024. Got it right again. And I'm Carroll in the newsroom. It's Gene. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
Another beautiful day in the Imperial Valley.
Yeah, a little, you heard that jingling noise. That was the ice crystals that were forming.
Wait till morning. Tomorrow.
Well, I understand it gets better every day.
Yes. But today is really nothing compared to what it is predicted to be tomorrow and the next day.
So flurries?
We're looking for a freeze.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And, you having grown up in the Mulberry district, you know that...
we would get freezes.
Yes. And some of the lower portions of the outlying Imperial Valley will see a freeze.
We saw a flurry of snow, every once in a while.
I think maybe that was more dandruff than snow.
It could have been. It also just might be an oversized imagination.
It could be, yes. Okay, let's see. What is going on these days? Well, today is National Clean Off Your Desk Day. Anybody know where I can get a Caterpillar bulldozer? That's about what it would take to clean off my desk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a serious situation when you bring the bulldozer in.
Well, that and probably a backhoe would do.
Not necessarily in that order.
No. Okay. So, if you are in the market for a new car,
mm-hmm.
the new Rolls-Royce Cullinan, it's available at just about $500,000. And it's worth it. It is so luxurious.
How luxurious is it?
It is so luxurious. The cup holder is an actual Englishman named Reginald. Yeah, that's luxurious, right?
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
That means that he sleeps in the car.
Yes.
He has to take care of all these.
Tidies up after you.
Tidies, okay.
Yes. Yeah, okay. How about some birthdays? You ready?
Sounds good.
You remember Charlie Osgood?
I do remember Charlie Osgood.
Well, Charlie Osgood is 91 years old today.
Wow.
Singer Shirley Bassey, 87. Goldfinger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Game show host Bob Eubanks, 86. Anthony Gourdine, Little Anthony of Anthony and the Imperials, 83. Singer Juanita Cowart-Motley of the Marvelettes, 80. Actor Kathleen Noon, 79. Guitarist Robbie Krieger of The Doors, 78. Actor Harriet Sampson Harris, 69. Actor Michelle Forbes is 59. Actor Maria Pitillo, 58. Actor Amber Benson, 47. Actor-director Sarah Polley, 45. Actor Gabby Hoffman is 42. Local birthdays, got them coming up.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
We have happy birthday wishes for Jorge Ruiz, John Cardenas, Concha Alvarez, Bill Burns, Christopher Alexander, Luz Carrera, Angel Uribe, Karina Lopez, Norma Acuna, Kerry Valdez, Erica Guerrero, Sarah Garcia, Christina Crankshaw, David Moreno, Felix Ranich, Isabel Diaz, Jamie Lara, Lillian Agundez, Johnny Ramos, Marissa Marmolejo, Pedro Perez, Ramiro Salas, Diana Meraz, Roxanne Tapia, Serena Camillo, Yoshi Reyes, Melissa Moore, Luis Briseño, Richard Flores, and Carmelo Ruiz. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, big list that I'm sure Mom and Dad were disappointed they didn't quite make it, last year and get the full year tax deduction. Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, do you recall about a year ago, the USDA approved the first ever vaccine for honeybees?
To protect them?
To protect the honeybees.
Okay, I know they've had an awful lot of problems.
Yes.
Over the last couple of years.
Yeah, well, the USDA figured developing the vaccine was easier than trying to get the bees to wear masks.
Yes, or getting them to hold still while you give them that vaccine.
Yeah, okay. And we salute The Price is Right. They have just begun season 52. Woo. The Price is Right. My wife Pam watches it religiously almost every day. And, I miss Bob Barker. Yeah. He was the best, right?
He was the best, yeah.
Yep.
A lot of people miss him. Some didn't know that they missed him.
Yeah. I think some ex-wives had stopped getting alimony.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got news. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's a look at World and California news headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Brief, developing news from space.
Liftoff of the first United Launch Alliance Vulcan rocket.
Hours after taking off from Cape Canaveral on the first moon mission in 50 years, Astrobotic says its Peregrine lunar landings run into a technical problem, preventing solar panels from charging the spacecraft's batteries and maintaining the power supply. On Wall Street, Boeing stock tanking 9% at the open after a panel on a 737 MAX came off midair. CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
On 3 occasions in the month leading up to Friday's incident, Alaska Airlines pilots received a pressurization warning in that airplane. They reported it. It was checked out.
Questions about secrecy surrounding Defense Secretary Austin's medical issues. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
The Joint Chiefs Chairman, General C.Q. Brown, apparently knew of the hospitalization on January 2nd, but didn't inform the White House, though he is the president's top military advisor.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-9 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. National Transportation Safety Board says the section of fuselage blown out of an Ontario-bound Alaska Airlines plane Friday has been recovered. NTSB Chair Jennifer Hamadeh announcing Sunday night that the missing plug was found in a backyard in Portland by a teacher identified only by his first name.
Bob contacted us at witness@ntsb.gov with 2 photos of the door plug. And said he found it in his backyard.
2 cell phones that were sucked out of the plane also found. Thick fog blamed for a 35-car pileup in Kern County over the weekend that left 2 dead and 9 injured. Kern County Fire's Jim Calhoun.
It was pretty chaotic when I first pulled up on scene. It was compressed natural gas saddle tanks on the side of some of the big rigs that were ruptured.
Visibility said to be about 10 feet at the time of the crash. A Navy sailor convicted of selling sensitive military information to the Chinese will be sentenced in Los Angeles today. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal, your year-round comfort specialist. Are you going to be able to stay warm? Well, check the heater and then call Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
The first time I tried to quit vaping, I told myself that it was like a mountain that I had to climb over. And once I got to the other side, it would be clear. But I couldn't make it over. What really got me to quit was my little sister. I saw her vaping. So I was back in the mountain, but this time she was up there with me. It's weird what you can do for others that you won't do for yourself.
Every attempt is part of your story to quit for good. Visit Kick It California today at kickitca.org.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations in the valley. At El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, Salvation Mountain on supervisors' agenda. The Imperial County Board of Supervisors will be asked to designate Salvation Mountain a historic resource site at their Tuesday meeting. Salvation Mountain is near Slab City in the north end of Imperial County. The artwork was created over a span of nearly 30 years by Leonard Knight. Knight, who died in 2014, covered the site with many murals and Bible verses. Salvation Mountain is visited by thousands of people every year. The late Senator Barbara Boxer said of Salvation Mountain, a unique and visionary sculpture, a national treasure, profoundly strange and worthy of international acclaim. Since 2011, the unique attraction has been maintained by Salvation Mountain, Inc., a public charity, according to Bob Leveski, president of Salvation Mountain, Inc. The historic resource site declaration by the County Board of Supervisors will finally give Salvation Mountain the protection it has earned as an iconic piece of Imperial County history. According to Leveski, the would-be first step of many in the process is being prepared to purchase the property and to continue the organization's ongoing efforts to protect and preserve the site. In other local news, the Imperial Irrigation District directors will meet this Tuesday. The public portion of the meetings begin at 1 p.m. in the IID auditorium in El Centro. Among the items on the agenda are the expected approval of a statement of investment policy for 2024. Directors will also receive information on the electric vehicle charging infrastructure. The board will also convene as the IID Financing Corporation. KXO News Time 743.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
The Calexico 2024 State of the City Address will be held on January the 10th of this year. Mayor Raul Arena will deliver a summary of the progress made in the border city during the past year and present forward-looking proposal for the coming year. The State of the City Address will be held Wednesday, January the 10th at the Rodney Auditorium on the campus of San Diego State University, Imperial Valley. Doors will open at 5:30 p.m. and the address will start at 6 p.m. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the Valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Get the home field advantage every time with Fairfield by Marriott, official hotel partner of the NCAA. Whether you're a student athlete working toward your championship dreams or your team's biggest fan, Fairfield by Marriott has everything you need to get ready for game day. From comfortable guest rooms to complimentary hot breakfast. Fairfield is part of the Marriott Bonvoy portfolio of hotels and official hotel partner of the NCAA. Visit fairfield.marriott.com to book your next game day stay.
O'Reilly. Cleaning your fuel system can help your engine run better and improve gas mileage. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts and pick up a bottle of Chevron Techron Fuel System Cleaner. On sale now. Buy one, get one free. Plus get 2 times O Rewards points. Get more fuel-saving tips from the professional parts people at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday and, of course, happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. daily.
Continuing with more local news this morning, baseball and softball officials will meet Wednesday. The Imperial Valley Association of Officials provides umpires for local high school baseball and softball games. The association is looking for new members. Anyone who loves the game is encouraged to attend the meeting and learn how they can help. Having played the game is helpful but not necessary. The association provides training and high school officials are compensated. The meeting will be held on Wednesday, January the 10th at 5:15 p.m. in Trailer 5 on the campus of Central Union High School on Holt Street side by the pool. For more information, you can email Mike Anchondo at anchondo@roadrunner.com. So, Carroll, I suspect that we'll see you there?
You might.
Okay. In other local news, a stolen car was recovered, abandoned a short time after the theft. The El Centro resident reported a suspicious vehicle parked in the 1300 block of Jacaranda Street at about 2:40 p.m. Thursday. According to the resident, the Kia Soul had a broken window and the ignition had been punched. The owner of the car was notified, and he told officers that the car had been taken from the 1800 block of Main Street sometime between 2 p.m. that day. There are no suspects at this time. An El Centro man was arrested Friday for an outstanding warrant. A local shopkeeper notified El Centro police that a man known to have warrants was outside the store. She added that she had stolen from her. Police located the 37-year-old man in the area of 8th and Pico. He was detained and then arrested for 2 outstanding warrants and booked into Imperial County Jail with an additional charge of resisting arrest. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has a happy hour every single day from 3 to 6 with specials on fried machaca burrito bites, RV nachos, mini tostadas, and more. Plus $2 off tall beers and shot and drink specials. Ready for a fast and inexpensive lunch? Get one of our weekday lunch specials that include a soft drink for only $8 to $10. With tons of TVs, we've got you covered for any sport you want to watch. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says very cold air is settling into the Imperial and Yuma valleys in the wake of yesterday's cold front. Morning low temperatures will fall to near or below freezing levels across the lower portions of the Imperial Valley for the first half of this week. Minimal warming will occur midweek before another weak, fast-moving weather system passes through the region on Thursday. 63 the high in the valley yesterday, 45 our overnight low. 26-mile-an-hour winds passed through the valley last night. It will be sunny today with a high near 60. North wind 10 to 20 miles an hour, gusting as high as 30 miles an hour. Tonight clear with a low around 35. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast after midnight. Sunny on Tuesday with a high near 64. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northwest in the afternoon. Tuesday night, mostly clear with a low around 32. South wind about 5 miles an hour. We have 52 degrees, 24% relative humidity, wind out of the north 10 to 12, gusting up to 15 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet your friends at Burgers and Beer. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch. What a great place to visit. I recommend you visit the Peanut Patch and enjoy. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 till 5 Yuma time. And the store carries so many homemade, delicious chocolates, English toffee, pecan turtles, so many great things. Yeah, so much more than peanuts. The Peanut Patch. You get there by going to Yuma. Take Avenue 3E and go past MCAS Yuma until you come to East County 13th Street, turn left, and go for about another mile and a half, and you're at the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch. You know, they're so big, they even have their own post office. They'll ship anywhere in the universe from the Peanut Patch. It's a great way to spend a day, a Saturday or any day, a quick getaway that you will enjoy. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. By the way, today is National English Toffee Day. Celebrate at the Peanut Patch. It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the very best care. NFL playoff action set, wild card action Saturday, the Browns and the Texans, followed by the Dolphins and the Chiefs. Sunday, it'll be the Steelers and the Bills, the Packers and the Cowboys, the Rams and the Lions. Yeah, triple header Sunday. And then Monday night, wild card action, the Eagles and the Buccaneers. We have every single NFL playoff game right here on AM 1230 KXO, including Super Bowl 58. Meanwhile, the Atlanta Falcons fired head coach Arthur Smith after 3 seasons without a playoff appearance or a winning record. And Ron Rivera was fired. Yeah. And, the Commanders fired Rivera. It's win or else. And the Panthers fired GM Scott Fitterer following the 2-15 season. Yeah, it's the GM that puts together the team, and the coach is the one that pays for it.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
It's the big one. Yes, the college football championship. Washington and Michigan, the Wolverines and the Huskies. Yeah, I know I grew up in Michigan, but I don't really have any allegiance to Michigan. I'm an Aztec. And my son-in-law is a graduate of Washington, so I'll go with the Huskies. NBA action. Cavaliers got by the Spurs 117-115. Trailblazers topped the Nets 134-127 in overtime. And in overtime, the Magic whipped the Hawks 117-110. Pelicans beat up on the Kings 133-100. Mavericks over the Timberwolves 115-108. Nuggets rolled. They topped the Pistons 131-114. Grizzlies growled. They beat the Suns 121-115. Raptors, they whomped the Warriors 133-118. And the Lakers won. Yeah, still not at 500, but the Lakers beat the Clippers 106-103. And in baseball, outfielder Teoscar Hernandez and the Dodgers have agreed on a 1-year, $23.5 million contract. The rich get richer. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmht.org for more information about Pioneers.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And it's time to take a look at financial news, a brief look at the weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security offering live-scan fingerprinting to the public. Boeing stock plunges as the Alaska Airlines incident adds to their woes. Shares of Boeing and one of its key suppliers dropped sharply on trading today as investors grew worried about possible damage to the business after a piece of fuselage on a Boeing 737 MAX 9 blew out mid-flight. The Federal Aviation Administration Saturday ordered all Boeing 737 MAX 9 aircraft to be grounded until they can be carefully inspected. The order applies to 171 planes around the world. Boeing shares dropped more than 8.5% in early trading. Well, certain Hyundai And Kia models saw a 10-fold increase in thefts in just the past 3 years, a wildly dramatic increase in the wake of a series of social media posts showing people how to steal the vehicles. Theft insurance claims for vulnerable Hyundais and Kias increased more than 1,000% between the first half of 2020 and the first half of 2023, according to data from the Highway Loss Data Institute, an industry group that tracks insurance statistics. So what's shaking on the big board? Well, right now the Dow off 89 points at 37,377. The S&P 500 up 24 at 4720. The NASDAQ is up 171 points at 14,695. Gold down $9.70 an ounce. Oil off $2.89 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 60. North-northwest wind 10 to 20 miles an hour, gusting as high as 30 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 35. North-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south after midnight. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 64. South wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northwest in the afternoon. And right now we see 52 degrees, 23% relative humidity, wind out of the north 10 to 12 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
News is next, brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan. A federal official says the Boeing jetliner that suffered an in-flight blowout was not being used for flights to Hawaii after a warning light that could have indicated a pressure problem lit up on 3 different flights. CBS's Chris Van Cleve reports that restriction's just part of a full investigation into the grounded 737 MAX 9s.
The airlines are still waiting to be told what exactly that inspection should entail. We know from United that they have started staging the airplanes. They've started pulling the cabin to expose this plug door so they can do the inspection. They just can't finish them because they're still waiting on that guidance. So once they get that, the airlines say it's a matter of days to get these planes checked out and back in the air.
The first American lunar lander launched in more than 5 decades overnight.
A new era in spaceflight to the moon and beyond.
And it's now run into some issues. The company behind it says an anomaly is keeping it from pointing its solar panels toward the sun. The White House indicates President Biden is not considering firing Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, even though his hospitalization caught everyone off guard. CBS's Weijia Jiang.
In a statement, Austin said, "I take full responsibility for my decisions about disclosure," and he committed to doing better. Members of both parties have expressed concerns about the lack of transparency. Secretary Austin has resumed all of his duties, but we still don't know what his initial medical procedure was or what complications arose from it.
The House GOP is recommending this morning that Hunter Biden be found in contempt of Congress for refusing a deposition subpoena. Correspondent Ed O'Keefe is in Iowa for next week's Republican caucuses.
Polls show Trump leading in Iowa by double digits, thanks to longtime supporters like Gary Loeffler, whose tractor is spotted outside many Trump rallies.
President Trump restored the American dream to every American.
Loeffler and these volunteers who spent the weekend making calls for Trump are part of a far more organized campaign than the last time he ran here.
They understand what a caucus is, county by county, precinct by precinct.
The goal is to bring at least 10 people with you.
Right.
Yeah. So what does the bill mean?
When you get somebody...
Now you're
just rubbing it in.
These young workers are intense and they're competitive.
The film Oppenheimer won 5 Golden Globes last night. One of its stars, Cillian Murphy, won Best Actor.
We had the most incredible ensemble cast in this movie. There was magic, and some of them are here today. Emily Blunt, Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon, Gary Oldman. Thank you for carrying me and holding me through this movie.
The Dow is down 100 points. The S&P up 22. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Now, during Staples Print Big Sale, get $20 off your print purchase of $100 or more, $50 off your print purchase of $200 or more, and $100 off your print purchase of $300 or more. So the more you print at Staples, the more you save. To demonstrate, print at Staples, you save. But if you print at Staples, you save. See how that works? Staples Print Big Sale. Print more, save more. Up to $100. Ends 2/10. Visit staples.com/print for details.
My dad has a cold, but also has high blood pressure. That's why I got him Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure for max strength daytime relief. Unlike some ordinary cold medicines, it's specially formulated for people like my dad. DayQuil High Blood Pressure is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and decongestant-free.
Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure. The daytime, non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, cold and flu for people with high blood pressure.
Like my dad.
Medicine. Use as directed.
Some rough weather over the weekend and forecast during the week ahead.
Snow fell from the North Carolina mountains to Maine. Places in New England got more than a foot of snow. These people live in Haverhill, Massachusetts, outside Boston.
I was really enjoying this winter that wasn't. Don't like this at all.
Pretty nuts having this much snow and such. It was very sudden, too. Like, we didn't get, any gradual snowstorms.
A developing storm will cause blizzard conditions and dump heavy snow across much of the nation's midsection. A significant severe weather outbreak is predicted today across the Deep South and tomorrow across the Southeast. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
A day after the end of the NFL's regular season, some teams that didn't make the playoffs are making news. Atlanta fired head coach Arthur Smith. Ron Rivera is out in Washington. And the Carolina Panthers fired the team's general manager after a 2-15 season. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
My name is Shelley Wilkinson, and I am an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially among those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
CBS News presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.